Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Archer Aviation and how their stock has now started to come back up on a bit of a bull run, and also why they're able to, considering their previous lawsuit coming down from Joby Aviation. So looking at the stock itself, whenever you look at the typical price points and the resistance lines, right now we are having a pretty solid peak on a resistance line right on $9 a share. And this has been roughly where we've had 3 peaks already, and it's been steadily tightening closer and closer to this $9 a share mark. So that focuses on me believing that with this new sentiment that's came out and the great news that's came out, that it is getting closer and closer to a bullish breakthrough to bust this $9 a share marker. Now, on the bottom side of things, you're looking at a average of about $7.75, but you have a all-time bottom out between November and today, January the 8th, is you're looking at the all-time low of $6.55. So it's a decent spread for a stock of this magnitude, but as it is now compressing, getting smaller and smaller and closer together, then we are looking for a decent breakthrough. If not, then the stock will go back down into a more bearish trending flag instead of more or less staying at this neutral line, just coming up and bumping $9 a share and then going right back down between $7.50 to $8 a share. So, but with all that being said, a lot of the issues whenever this company started its free fall practically from $13 a share was whenever Joby Aviation had started in on filing a lawsuit against Archer Aviation, saying that they had trade secrets from Joby Aviation because Archer hired a ex-employee of Joby Aviation. And there's a lot of different things that's still going on with all of that. Nothing has come to terms, and typically the court cases like that are going to last a long time. So eventually the sentiment was going to hit and hit hard, but it wasn't going to completely demolish the company in its entirety. So, but with all that being said, just on Wednesday, we had a insider sell 125,000 shares worth roughly $1 million of Archer Aviation, and it was sold from the chief technology officer. So in other words, it seems like since they're selling off, they're trying to pull more money back into the company off of the shares. So, but Muniz has a complete control total of 1.2, almost 1.3. You're looking at 1.27 million shares of Archer Aviation. So that is going to end up showing a little bit, on the negative side, which kind of shows as to why we had that small setback where we had a bearish candle on the 7th. But besides that, we started to kind of pick back up and level off already with all of that. And that is due greatly to Archer building the next wave of aviation AI technology with NVIDIA's new IGX Thor. So Archer has announced their plans to develop and deploy this next generation artificial intelligence in the near future. So the aviation space right now is a extremely high impact domain for physical AI, particularly to advance critical capabilities in aircraft safety airspace integration, and autonomy-ready systems. So Archer plans to end up debuting this integration with NVIDIA and its recently acquired Hawthorne Airport in central Los Angeles, which is expected to be the operational hub for its planned LA air taxi network and test bed for all of the AI-powered aviation technologies. So Archer not only is building the evitols, but they're also integrating a standalone high-powered AI through NVIDIA, and they have their own airspace to be able to conduct these experiments in their own likeness. So a lot of these companies that Archer is partnering with have been working together since early 2025, with Archer planning to now bring in this AI stuff. The company's most powerful, safety capable AI computing model from NVIDIA into future iterations of its aircraft program is going to be able to show real-time onboard computing for safety-critical environments, supporting advanced perception, decision-making, and predictive operations. So that is why Archer is trying to completely take over this entire side of the eVTOL systems and the air taxis, which anytime somebody says, I can bring AI into it, it brings a whole nother step into these companies, because AI is still a huge hot commodity right now, and a lot of the AI stocks are still pumping and going up and up as it speaks right now, and there just seems to be no end to it at this moment, because of every new data center that gets opened, the more RAM that gets put out, is the stronger AI's presence is going to be, and the better it's going to end up getting. So that is going to be something great to see for Archer Aviation, to see how AI is going to improve the eVTOL systems for Archer Aviation. So because it's supposed to have a seamless airspace integration, which is going to allow Archer's aircraft to safely integrate into today's complex airspace, including improved routing logic and dynamic traffic-aware flight planning. So then they don't end up catching in the crosswinds of any per se military helicopters or any civilian helicopters, along with news, police, and also your commercial airliners as well. So in pairing with all of this, it's going to end up giving a massive computing power boost for Archer Aviation, and they're going to be starting the future of this autonomous as a semi-autonomous operation to be able to push forward with this system to try and create a better, platform for Archer's eVTOL system, to then bring them leaps and bounds over most of your other main three eVTOL companies. So that's all I have for this video today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all were able to learn a little bit on Archer Aviation and where they are going, and what you believe your standpoint will be on this stock as well. So if you liked it, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's any kind of stock that you believe or you hold on to that you think that you want a little bit more research on, then drop it down in the comments below. I'd love to be able to research even more stocks that y'all are interested in and bring them to the community. So this is the Stock Warden riding off. See y'all come back now, you hear?